I wanted to make you host. That way you can control it.
Okay. Welcome, everyone, for our team call for Monday, April 11th. Today, we have a super special call for two reasons. The second reason is that we are announcing the winners of the push tonight. So you want to hang tight for after our special guest speaks tonight to find out who won. So don't go anywhere. Stay in your seats. Stay here. Okay, now to the meat of tonight's call. So as you guys may know, once you hit 5-star, you get added into this really cool group on Facebook called The Wall, where Carl Deichler and all the top coaches hang out. So anything that goes on in The Wall, like, you better believe that I'm watching and I'm on it. And as a leader, I always want to develop myself into a better coach. So I heard them talking about this guy named Joshua Coates a couple of weeks ago. And I'm like, I need to check this guy out. Everyone was raving about him and this art of recruiting school and about his one-on-one mentorship. So I said, I'm going to sign up. I went to his website. I signed up. I started the art of recruiting, and I told Mickey and Saudi about it. I told Unidis about it, and they signed up as well. Well, I started last Monday, and I've already signed up 4 coaches this week, signing up the 5th coach tonight, and it's just going to keep going because Josh is amazing. For those of you that didn't see the post, Josh is a member of the John C. Maxwell team, and he specializes in PD and leadership skills and translating it into the Beachbody world. So this is definitely a call where you want to have your pen and paper handy and pay attention, because we know that the heart of this business is recruiting. So Josh, welcome. Thank you so much.
There we go. Got myself unmuted. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the introduction, Audrey. So, man, you're killing it in the art of recruiting, huh? Is my screen freezing out a little bit, Audrey, or is that just the overall internet connection? Am I good?
I see you well.
Okay, good. I think it might just be my computer because there's like 1,000 people on here. You guys know how to talk up a team call, huh?
We're excited.
This is awesome. So thank you for the warm introduction. Thank you so much, Mickey, for allowing me to hop on. I know we had planned on, already doing a call, and then Mickey said, hey, let's just do it all together. So thank you guys all so much for hopping on tonight. So excited to speak to you, to add value to your lives. As Audrey said, the heart of this business is recruiting, right? I mean, obviously the heart is helping people. We all understand that. Carl Deichler said last year at Summit this amazing statement. I was sitting at home. My wife was at Summit because she's a Beachbody coach, and I was sitting at home watching the live stream of Carl Deichler, and he said this phrase. And when he said it, I knew that I wanted to help Beachbody coaches. He said, everyone matters. And when he said those 3 words, I could tell that he meant it. And I could tell that his heart was to help people. And at the time, I was already working with probably 5 or 6 Beachbody coaches. The very first Beachbody coach that I started working with was my wife's upline coach, who's Brittany Powers. Maybe some of you have heard of her. She just hit top 10 this last year. And at the time, I knew I loved Beachbody. I loved the products. I used them myself. But when I heard him say that, I knew that this was something that I could be a part of. Now, obviously, I can't technically be a part of it. I can't be a Beachbody coach and mentor Beachbody coaches. But I get to be a part of it by speaking into your guys' lives, and to know that your mission lines up with my mission makes it a very beautiful thing. So tonight, I want to talk to you about the recruiting mindset, okay? Because I believe that the difference between people who are having great success in this business and people who are not having great success in this business comes down to 2 things. Number 1 is leadership, and number 2 is recruiting. Now, here's a problem that I see within the company is too many people try to take on too much leadership too soon before they've even really learned how to recruit. How many people have we seen, and we've got some 5 stars on here. You've probably seen this with lots of people. How many people have we seen go diamond and bounce back and forth from diamond to emerald, sometimes for a year, sometimes 2 years, sometimes 3 years, If you're on the call tonight and that's you, please, please, please take notes, because I'm about to teach you how to take your business to the level you've been wanting to go to for so long. We have other people who are just stuck at Emerald. They've been stuck at Emerald forever. They can't get over that hump to go Diamond. And the reason they can't go to Diamond is why? Because they can't recruit coaches, right? Or maybe they recruit one or two here and there, but they can't recruit enough to make up for the people that are also dropping off, right? How many of you know people are going to drop off? And the only way to build a dynamic team is to keep adding more numbers than what you're losing, just like challenge packs, right? How many of you know you need to hit Success Club every single month? Come on, raise your hand if you know that. Raise your hand. I think someone on here is unmuted. I hear someone clearing their throat and stuff. That's not me. But we know we have to keep hitting Success Club. Why? Well, first of all, it builds up residual income. But second of all, because we know that there are some people that are going to drop off along the way. And we constantly need new customers. It's the same with coaches. So tonight I want to talk to you about what I believe is one of the biggest reasons people aren't recruiting. And that is mindset. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And what that means is this: you can never, ever, ever succeed in life beyond what's going on right in here. Never. Now, you can, and this goes for your health journey and your business journey, okay? You can lose 100 pounds. But if in here and in here, you still believe that you're ugly, that you're fat, that you're not worthy, if you still believe these things about yourself, I promise you, 10 times out of 10, you will sabotage yourself and you'll end up putting the weight back on. Why? Because we will somehow, some way act out the things that we believe on the inside. It'll happen, whether you believe it or not. I like to say it this way: your outward success is an expression of your inward growth. So the opposite of that would be to say your outward lack of success is an expression of your lack of inward growth. So tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about inward growth and then how we actually achieve that. Okay? So first of all, we know that everyone wants to recruit, right? How many of you raise your hand tonight and say, Josh, I want to rank advance? Raise your hand. Okay. Raise 2 hands if you say, Josh, I really, really, really want to make a lot more money. Raise 2 hands. Okay, I think we've got everybody. If you don't have both hands in the air, just go watch more Netflix, okay? So, I'm just kidding. So, let's talk about tonight how to rank advance, how to recruit, and how to raise your income by starting with in the inside, okay? So, here's the thing. One of my favorite sayings of all time is just 3 words. It's be, do, have. Write those 3 words down. Be, do, have. Everything in life comes down to these 3 things. So, number 1, we have people that are trying to change what they have without changing what they do. How many of you know that there was a time in your life where every single January you said, I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to lose 20 pounds or 40 pounds or whatever that is. But you didn't change the things you were doing. And so you never lost the weight, did you? It wasn't until you probably signed up with Beachbody and got set up with some great products and some great support and some great accountability and actually did something that you started to have some new results. Am I right? How many of you know there are millions of people sitting around as we speak tonight on their couch who say, I want to have more money, and yet they're doing absolutely nothing different, right? I want to have more happiness, and yet they're doing absolutely nothing different. I want to have more things, but they're not doing anything different. Anybody ever notice that? And we hear it from coaches sometimes. I want to have an emerald rank. I want to have a diamond rank. I want to have an elite rank. I want to have a top 10 rank. I want to have a bigger income. And then we ask them questions like this. Well, what are you doing? And they say, I'm just really busy. I got a lot of things going on. I mean, life's really difficult right now. It's challenging. I mean, I've got kids and the kids are running around and they're doing this and they're doing that and this is going on and that's going on. Can I give everybody a big news flash tonight? Are you ready for it? You ready for some real talk? I hope you don't mind a little bit of real talk, guys, okay? News flash. Everyone is busy. Everyone. Jake called it out before I ever even said it out of my mouth. Everyone is busy. Now, I have one client who works basically 1 week on, 1 week off, but she works overnights at a hospital and she works like 12-hour shifts and she has 3 kids. So she works all night. She comes home, gets her kids ready for school, takes them to school, comes home, works her business, takes a 2-hour nap, and then goes and picks her kids up from school and then lives the normal evening mom life on 2 hours of sleep. Anybody have to do that? Guess what she did this last year? In her first year in the business, she went 3-star premier. Why? Because she understood this. Everyone is busy. Either I want results or I don't. And so either I'm going to do something about what I want to have or I'm never going to have what I really want. You understand that? So that's the first step. Some of you on this call tonight, you really, really want to have something, but you're not doing anything different. And we've all heard the saying from Einstein, to do the same thing over and over and expect different results is insanity, right? And we give people crap about this all the time on their health and fitness journey, right? Oh, they say they want to lose weight, but they don't want to pay $150 for a challenge pack. And we criticize these people because they say they want something and they're not willing to do anything about it. And yet we turn around and do the exact same thing with our business. I always say that everything we need to learn about business, we learned on our health journey. Really, we did. Consistency, support, accountability, show up even when it don't feel good, right? We know that about our health and fitness journey. And if I went and looked at your Facebook and your Instagram page right now, you got motivational posts all over it. But some of you ain't applying that same motivation to your business as you are your health journey. Why? Because as humans, we often forget to use the lessons we learned on one journey and apply it to the next. Okay? So if you're on here tonight, you're in that phase, I'm speaking to you. It's time to do something. It's time to do the things you've been scared to do. So let's move on to the next thing. Some people are trying to change what they do without changing what they believe. Remember I said be, do, have. If you want to have something, you got to do something. But some of you are doing all the right things and going, I'm not getting results. Saying, I did it. I'm doing my 3 vital behaviors and I'm inviting people and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And no one in the world can figure out why you're not getting results. Just like, we're just stumped. Like, I don't know. You're doing everything. You are doing everything I told you. I have no idea why you're not getting results. And I will tell you right now why you're not getting results. Because you don't believe. There is a huge difference between people who do and people who be. And I know that's not proper grammar, but you're going to have to hang with me, okay? The person you be, in other words, the person in here, in your heart, will have a huge effect on what you do or the way that you do, which will then change what you have. Let me give you a perfect example, okay? Are you ready for it? I mentor a lot of coaches in this business. A lot of them are elites. Some of them are top 10s. And these people, if they lose 1 inch this week, they have no problem posting a before and after picture and saying something like this. I've been working my butt off this week, and yeah, it's been hard. Yeah, I've had a lot going on, but I found a way to get it done, and I'm so proud I lost 1 inch this week. And they get likes and comments like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Oh my gosh, that's such an incredible transformation. And people, some of you are like, what in the world? They lost 1 inch and they get that kind of response? Well, here's why. Because some of you are doing stuff like this. I know this doesn't seem like much, and I know it's maybe not that big of a deal, and I know you can barely tell a difference, but I just wanted to share my results with you guys. I only lost 45 pounds this week, but I just wanted to go ahead and share it. If that helps you, you can go ahead and like, or maybe even comment, and maybe I have a challenge group coming up next month. I could maybe get you in it. You see the difference there, guys? Some of you are doing the right things, but because you don't believe in here, it's not coming out the same way. And I don't even care. You can straight up steal. I'm serious. You can straight up steal Audrey or Mickey's scripts. You can take the exact same thing they say about themselves, and you can copy it and you can paste it. And it still won't work if you don't believe on the inside. You say, that's crazy. It's copy and paste. It's the same words. No, it's not. What you believe about yourself will one way or another find its way through what you say and what you do. And I could actually go right now to every single one of your Facebooks and Instagrams, and I could tell you right now whether or not you believe in yourself. Do you know how? Show me your selfies. You show me a rockstar coach, and their selfies are like this. They're like, the lights are just like, pa! They're like so happy, and they're just loving life. And they are so confident in who they are. They could literally be taking a bathroom selfie, right? And even their bathroom selfies are just like, right? I think someone just got unmuted again. But then you take someone who's not confident in themselves. And let me show you what their selfies look like. Are you ready for their selfies? They're like, and you're like, what? Are you smiling? Because I can't really tell if you're smiling. And if you are smiling, you look like you're also confused. Like, I'm kind of happy, but like you just watched a movie that you want to like, but you're not really sure if you like it or not, because we're all confused. And you copy and paste the same thing that you were told by your upline coach to copy and paste into the line. And you say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you join me on my fitness journey. If you would like more information, please comment below, and I would love to get you in my next challenge group. And then the selfie is, and people are going, what? Like, hold on a second. Like, I read the text and it sounded like you were excited to have me in your next group, but I'm looking at your face and I don't think you're very excited about anything. In fact, I'm kind of worried about you, and I don't know if I want to contact you or not. And sometimes, guys, I've even seen people post before and after pictures, and in the before picture, they actually look happier than they did in their after picture. I'm just like, what? Like, you lost 10 pounds, but yet somehow you came out more sad and more depressed than you were before you lost weight. Like, what were you doing? I'm confused here, right? And you're going, I'm doing everything. I'm doing the 3 vital behaviors, and it's just not paying off. And I'm so confused, and I feel so overwhelmed, and I feel so exhausted because I'm doing, and I'm doing, and I'm doing, and I'm doing, but I'm not having. And the reason is you are not being. You have to be. In other words, I like to say it this way, and some of you from the Art of Recruiting will recognize this quote. You have to be as arrogant as a rock star and as humble as a homeless man. Now, I add the humble part in there because I don't think it's ever a good thing to just encourage people to be arrogant without having humility. What I really mean by arrogant as a rock star, what I really mean is confidence. You have got to believe on the inside of you that you are a rock star long before you ever have a rock star status. And let me give you just a little example of what this looks like. I used to play in a rock band. Actually, for several years, I played in a band, and we used to tour a lot. And one of the reasons we actually toured was because we started off playing locally a lot. And we noticed that the same 7 people showed up for every single local show. We're like, why are we playing 3 times a week for the same 7 people over and over and over? And here's what we realized. We realized that when we traveled outside, I live in Oklahoma, for those of you that don't know, when we traveled outside of the state of Oklahoma, people immediately thought we were rock stars. They just assumed that if you drove from a few hours away, you must be on tour, which means you must be like legit, right? Because legit rock stars travel, right? Do you know why we did that? Because we had a different mindset than the local musicians. We did not have a contract. I wish we did, but we did not have a contract with a label. We did not have some professional CD. We did not have some professional stage that we traveled. I mean, some people got like 20 semis that come to set up the stage for them. We just packed it all in a minivan. But here's what we did have. We believed that we were rock stars. We didn't act like we were local musicians. We believed we were rock stars, and so we went and did the things that we believed a rock star would do. And so everywhere we went, people wanted us to sign stuff for them. People wanted to buy our t-shirts and buy our CDs. People treated us like rock stars because we treated ourselves like rock stars. John Maxwell says this. I almost misquoted John Maxwell. I have his picture right here. I'm so sorry, John Maxwell. Please forgive me. You determine your value, and the world will not raise the price. In other words, the way you think about yourself on the inside determines your value, and the world will never raise that price. No one on this planet, no human being, well, I say no human being, most human beings are not going around looking to try to add value to you. Now, hopefully you are trying to add value to people because that's part of what we do. That's part of our mission, right? But you cannot depend on others to provide you with your value. You have to decide on the inside that you are valuable. You have to decide that you are a rock star or a movie star or a whatever star works for you. I like rock star because I used to play in bands. If movie star works better for you, that's totally cool too. So you have to, if you want to have something different, you've got to do something different. And if you find yourself doing something different without results, ask yourself, do I need to be something different? So now I want to talk to you a little bit. I always like to give people something they actually go act on, okay? So I want to dig a little bit in tonight of how we change our belief. How many of you say, Josh, from listening to you talk, I realize that I have not yet become on the inside the person I really need to become, but I want to become that person? Raise your hand. Say, Josh, I want to be a rock star. So let's talk about how we have what's in here. There are two different ways that our belief system is made up. Number one is emotional experiences. And number two is repetition. Write those things down. Emotional experiences, repetition. I really wish I could keep up with the chat box down there. It looks like you guys are having a good time, but I'm too ADD. If I try to read it, I'll get distracted and forget what I'm talking about. But thank you guys for chatting down there. I love it. I love to see that thing going crazy. So emotional experiences and repetition. So everything that you currently believe about yourself either comes from an emotional experience you had in your life or from repetition. And I would dare say that most people have had more bad emotional experiences than they have good, and have had more bad repetition than they have good. Now, let me give you a few examples of what this might look like in your life, okay? Because I want you to understand this very clearly. Let's pretend that you are in 4th grade. And up until now, you have always had good grades. Your parents have always said that you were smart, said that you were talented, said that you were amazing. And then one day, you get an F on your test. And you come home with that test paper and you're already a little down and out about it, right? Because you've always gotten good grades. You've always been a smart kid. And you show it to your dad. And your dad looks you in the eye and says, I cannot believe this. You are such a failure. And in that moment, that emotional experience, you see, this was the first time it's ever happened. So there was no repetition. But it was such an emotional experience because it came from someone you really trusted, that the emotional experience allowed that to pass through your brain straight into your heart. You see, we can handle a lot of things up here, right? Many of us have been through many hard times. We've been maybe made fun of, teased. We can handle a lot up here. But an emotional experience goes straight through the head, right into the heart. Or you could say it this way, it travels from our conscious mind straight into our unconscious mind. Trying to keep it easy and say stuff like head and heart so we don't get too confused with big words, because sometimes I get confused with big words, okay? And from then on, you go around the rest of your life believing that you're a failure because your dad said so. And his word means more to you than anything else. And so you go back to school, except this time you don't try like you used to because now you believe you're a failure. And so you don't even try. And you end up getting C's and D's and maybe even a few F's. And you go on the rest of school thinking that you're a failure. And because you believe that you're a failure, you do the things that a failure would do, which causes you to have the things a failure has. Maybe you end up dropping out of high school. Maybe you end up not going to college like you had planned. Maybe you end up working for minimum wage, and when you really had the potential to do so much more. And that's not against people that drop out of high school or don't go to college, okay? I didn't go to college and I'm doing pretty good, okay? So it's not about that, but hopefully you get my point, okay? So here's another way that can happen. Let's say that whole F thing never happened, okay? But let's say around 6th grade, okay, the math that they introduce is really tripping you out and you hate math. How many people hate math? Come on, raise your hand if you hate math. I actually love math, but I know that most people hate it, so I thought I'd play on what you guys hate, not what I hate, okay? So let's say you hate math, and finally in 6th grade, you've been able to handle it okay in grade school, but 6th grade comes around and you're like, man, I don't know about this geometry stuff, right? And then you start getting B's and C's pretty consistently, and those B's and C's turn into C's and D's pretty consistently. And it's not like there's one emotional experience that just like hits you, but it's just like over and over and over and over, you keep getting bad grades. And remember what I said, our brain can handle so much. But if something penetrates hard enough, it gets into our heart. And the thing is, just getting one C or D is not going to have that much of an effect on you. But if it happens over and over and over and over, eventually that repetition has the ability to penetrate through your mind into your heart. And little by little by little, you believe less and less and less and less of yourself. Now, I know this is pretty extreme. Not everyone goes on to become a loser in their life just because they got a couple bad math grades, okay? But let's fast forward this to a little bit later in life, and let's bring it to some real stuff that maybe has happened to some people on this call. Maybe you got divorced. And I have nothing against people that have been divorced, okay? That's not what this is about. But in that emotional experience, maybe you allowed it to cause yourself to believe that you're not good enough. Maybe you allowed it to cause you to believe that you're not beautiful. Or if you're a dude, I see one dude for sure. Hopefully there's two or three. Thank you, dudes, for joining me tonight. It's always good to see a dude. Maybe I don't think I'm that good looking, whatever that is. Maybe you begin to believe I must not be that valuable. And you carry around that hurt and you carry around that pain and you allow it to affect what you believe about yourself. Especially if you've been through an abusive relationship. Here's what sucks about abusive relationships is it's an emotional experience with repetition. In other words, it's an emotional experience over and over and over and over and over. And that can really, really, really weigh on what you believe about yourself. And here's the thing. Some of you in this business, like I mentioned earlier, are doing all of the right things, wondering why you're not getting any of the right results. And you're wondering, some of you even, and I've seen this so many times in the business, you're watching people that have been in the business the exact same amount of time as you. And they're having way more success than you. And you're going, what is going on? Why is it that they are flying and I'm still just sitting here? Why is it that I can't have the same results as all these other people? And what you don't realize, guys, is that all of us are dealing with a different set of beliefs based on everything we've ever been through in our entire life. Now, does that mean people that have had a hard emotional life or gone through rough times and have a bad belief about themselves cannot be successful? Absolutely not. In fact, I love what one of my mentors on the John Maxwell team said. He said, every single person has the exact amount of potential living on the inside of them. The only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is not necessarily what they do, but it is the amount of potential they have become aware of. Every single person on this call tonight, wow, all 8 pages. I have never seen 8 pages on a team call. You guys are freaking amazing. We got to take some pictures before this is over. Every single one of you have the same amount of potential. There is not a single person on this call, or if you're watching the recording, that is not capable of going elite, of going top 10, or even going number 1 in the entire company. There's not a single one of you that does not have what that takes. The only difference is how much of your potential you are aware of. And as you begin to become more and more and more aware of the potential that lives on the inside of you, it will cause you to believe things that you've never believed, which will then cause you to do things that you've never done, which will finally result in you having things that you have never had before. Do not think that you can have the life you want without changing the way you believe. And the way we change what we believe is by using this thing right here for positive instead of negative. The same way we develop positive belief in ourselves is the same way negative belief was put there, through emotions and repetition. So, first homework assignment. I always tell everyone there's always homework, otherwise we just had a good chat, okay? No good chats. We want to go do something, right? I just literally talked about that, right? So, homework assignment number 1, write this down. Make it a point to be on every single team call, be at every single Super Saturday, get live on every national wake-up call that you possibly can. I know some of you work. If you can't be on live, listen to the recording. Get to any team retreat that exists, and get to Summit. That was a lot of different things that I just said, but the point of it is this. Every single one of those things that I just told you is an opportunity for a positive emotional experience. I cannot tell you how many times someone has gone to a team retreat or to Summit or even cruise on the Beachbody cruise. And the thing is, the emotion and the energy is at such a high level when you bring people together like that. That all of that emotion and all of that energy is enough to finally wake someone up and believe. For those of you that have spouses that aren't supportive, this is even more important to get your spouses to this event. Because your spouse has been told over and over and over, MLMs are a scam. Shakeology is stupid. It's a protein shake. I can get a protein shake at GNC, right? I'm mostly speaking of husbands, right? I kind of like have fun making fun of like the typical husband. I apologize if that's your husband, but it's kind of fun to make fun of him. What do you need a protein shake for? $130? You can get that at GNC for $69.99, right? It's not a protein shake. I'm just playing. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Come on, you know what I'm talking about. You get your husband. Here's the thing. Men especially are results driven. Women always ask me, Josh, how do I get my husband to support me? And I always say this, put a big fat check in his hand. What's he going to do when you hand him a $5,000 check for 1 week? You think he's still going to be skeptical? I don't think so. Right? You give him, or how about this? Take him on a free cruise. It's going to be really hard to be skeptical when he's sitting on a cruise having a nice drink and a free, all-expensive trip on the freaking beach and traveling around the world. It's going to be pretty tough to be skeptical about that company when he's shaking Carl Deichler's hand and standing next to Tony Horton. Am I right? Emotional experiences have the ability to change what we believe like that. On top of that, though, we have got to use repetition. What do I mean by that? I mean, here's your second homework assignment. You ready for it? Personal development every single day. And I want to go one step further, okay? And I want to say positive affirmations every single day. I heard one preacher say this one time, and I absolutely loved it. He said, we all have the power to be our own prophet. And by that, he meant this. Everywhere we go in the world, people are always saying crap. And we personally have the ability to either believe what they say or not, but there's nothing more powerful than what you say about yourself. There is something magical about the words you hear out of your own mouth that go deeper than anything else. And here's the beauty of it. You can hear your own voice anytime you want, guys. Anybody on here, you have like a positive influence in your life? They're a mentor and you're like, man, I wish I could just spend more. If I could spend every day with that person, I totally would. If I could spend every day with John Maxwell, I would, man. I would just like carry his luggage. I'd fix his water, fix his coffee, anything he wanted just to be around the guy. But here's the thing, guys. You have immediate and constant access to yourself. And you have the ability to be the most inspiring person in your life if you take advantage of it. There's another scripture in the Bible that says, words give life or words give death. You choose. Every single day is a day that you wake up and either choose to fill yourself with life or to fill yourself with death. Most people look in the mirror and say, I'm not beautiful. I'm ugly. I have this flaw. I have that flaw. I have this wrong. I have that wrong. And then they look at the world and they go, that person's wrong. That person's stupid. I hate that politician. I hate that politician. I hate this person. I hate that. And we are literally just spewing crap everywhere we go. And guess what? You will reap what you sow. Now, I don't care if you believe in the Bible or not. That's like a principle of the universe that no one can deny. Karma, what goes around comes around. We all agree. Everyone agrees. What comes out of you eventually comes back to you. You want to believe so that you can do, so that you can have, then you need to learn to say to yourself the things that you want to believe. The things that you want to do, the things that you want to have. I have a notebook sitting next to my bed, and every single morning, I shouldn't say every single morning, I'm working on every single morning when I wake up. I have 5 main goals that I write down. And I don't write them down like one day. I say, first 2 words are, I am. I am a world-class coach. I am the person people think of when they think of personal development, leadership development, and business development. I won't go into the other ones because they're a little more personal and they have some money figures, and I think it's a little tacky to talk numbers with you guys. But my point is, I talk about it like I already am, which causes me to go live the rest of the day like I already am, which causes me to have things like I already am. I just started speaking just about 3 weeks ago over myself about being a paid speaker. See, I speak on team calls for free. For those of you watching the recording, not for everybody, okay? I only do it if you have a pretty big team that I can speak for. I don't just speak to calls for 4 people on a weekly basis for free. But the calls that I do speak on, I speak for free to get my name out there and to advertise my trainings. I speak at Super Saturdays for free. Why? To get my name out there. As long as it's big enough of a crowd, I know it'll pay back. So I'm trying to make the transition to being a paid speaker. And already this week, after staying it for 3 weeks, already this week I have a 4-digit paying speaking gig. Now, my goal is to get to 5 digits. That's my goal. And eventually that will happen. But because I started saying and believing, I started doing and getting. It doesn't happen overnight. Just because you say it today doesn't mean you're going to go 5-star elite tomorrow. That's not how it works, guys. The compound effect. Hopefully you've read The Compound Effect, right? Come on. If you haven't read The Compound Effect, hopefully you know what the heck if you're a Beachbody coach and do not know what the compound effect is, then you really, really, really need to go Google the compound effect right now, okay? And message me with who your upline coach is so that I can send them a personal message. I'm just kidding. So here's the thing. Your homework is this. Emotional, positive experiences and repetition every single day to read and say the things that you want to become. So you can do things that you have never, ever done. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, you're going to be a happier person. You're going to be a happier spouse. You're going to be a happier parent. You are just going to be an overall better person. I always say that true leadership applies to every area of life. When you learn true leadership, it has a way of rippling itself into everything you do. So the last thing that I want to mention before I hand it over, and we can do some Q&A if you guys want to. I don't know how we'll do that with 8 pages of people, but hey, we'll figure it out, okay? Last thing I want to mention to you is the training groups that I run. And it's already been mentioned tonight. Audrey already mentioned the art of recruiting. Here's the deal, guys. The beauty of my training groups is it offers you emotional experiences and consistency all in one. Every Monday you get a teaching with inspiration like what I'm doing tonight, but then with very real things that you can go apply. And then there are daily check-ins every single day to make sure you're doing the stuff that you're learning. I mix the two into one because I know that's what works. I believe, and I'm not trying to be arrogant here. I'm being as arrogant as a rock star, but also trying to be as humble as a homeless person. I believe personally that I have the best training groups on the planet. And the only reason I say that is because I have copied what you guys do with your health and fitness challenge groups. I really believe that your guys' health and fitness challenge groups are money. They are magical, right? There's nothing in the world like having daily support and accountability. And I've literally taken the idea that you guys already use for health and fitness, and I'm using that same idea to help you grow your business. There's got to be accountability. And I could charge twice as much for my trainings and honestly be way less present. There's a lot of people out there that run training groups, and I have no problem with these people, but you sign up and you get access to a bunch of videos that most people never even watch, right? You get access to like 30 videos, which sounds like a great deal, but you watch like 3 or 4 of them and then you like get lost and never even finish the whole thing. I have less videos, but way, 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 way more check-ins, accountability, support. You don't need 45 videos, guys. There's not that much to know. I'm sorry, I wish there was, but there's not that much to know about business. There's just a few simple things that you need to do over and over and over. Carly Del Carlo, one of my clients and good friends, she said this when we spoke together in Seattle. She hit top 10 in 2014, for those of you that don't know who she is. She said, if you want to be really successful in this business, do the 3 vital behaviors over and over and over and over. It's not a complicated business, but it is difficult in the sense that it is an emotional challenge every single day to make it happen, right? So here's the deal. I got 3 different training groups. You can go to joshuacoates.com and check those out. One is called Clarity and Focus. It's specifically for people that are struggling with daily motivation and consistency. If that's you, Clarity and Focus is $49, man. It's a killer deal, okay? Then I've got one called The Art of Recruiting. That is for those that I talked about earlier. You're stuck at Emerald or stuck at Diamond and you want to move forward, or maybe you're just like, dude, I'd recruit okay, but I'd really like to recruit more, okay? The Art of Recruiting is $200. Again, 4 weeks of training. And then I have the Art of Leading that's specifically for people who have large teams. You've already recruited like crazy, and now you need help leading the people that you've recruited. So go to my site, check those out. If you have 0 money whatsoever, at least go download my free book, okay? I have a free book. It's called The Mess Before Success. And it's just a journey of how I got to where I am today. There is no such thing as overnight success. Anyone that says they're an overnight success is a liar, okay? It's a very, very messy journey. And I want you to know about the mess so that you don't think, well, I don't know if I have what it takes to be successful because I don't have this and I don't have that. Guys, I had nothing. I built my entire business. I had 0 money. I had a cell phone and I had headphones. That's all I had. That and a really big heart. And so that's what I did. So thank you guys all so much. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Mickey, for allowing me to take over your team call tonight. I appreciate it so, so much. If you'd like, if we can organize this somehow, I'd love to answer some questions. I definitely want to get some pictures with you guys for sure.
Josh, thank you so much. And it's officially 5 coaches. Wow.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. 5 coaches in, what is today? The 12th? No, 11th. In 11 days. Nice.
Well, since starting last Monday with you.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. So just since last Monday you've had 5?
Yes.
Man, that's amazing. Okay, I need to record that. We got that recorded, right? Okay, good. That's amazing.
So Mickey, how do you think you want to handle the questions?
Well, first of all, Josh, I can't thank you enough. Oh my goodness, my hair's on fire. Seriously. I love what you stand for. I love your heart. And I love, you just shared so much that I'm just this human sponge ball. Like, I was so excited about having you on the call tonight that I literally went Facebook Live on all my private groups.
That's so awesome.
Like, get on the call. Don't forget it. So what we can do, since Josh has graciously volunteered to answer some questions, if you can post them in the chat, maybe that'll probably be better.
Okay.
The chat's about to blow up.
The chat's about to blow up. All right.
We'll try to keep up with it. Maybe take some screenshots as they pop up.
Okay.
You guys are amazing. 8 pages of people, guys. This is incredible.
Listen, you broke the team call. I don't think that we've ever reached the 200 mark, and we did. Some people were upset they couldn't get on. I'm like, I said, I told you to get on.
That's awesome, though. That's really cool.
Yeah. So awesome. Coach Catalina just purchased the 4 weeks of clarity and focus for May. Awesome.
Beautiful. Can't wait to hang out with you in May.
And it was okay. What's the number 1 recruiting tip? Is Angela Soares is asking.
Number 1 recruiting tip is be intentional. Most people are not recruiting because they're not intentional about recruiting. So let me. Can I spread that number 1 thing into like a few things? So you have to be intentional think about your 3 vital behaviors. Okay. How many of those can you be intentional about recruiting with? So we've got being a product of the product. Okay. Now, obviously, working out does not necessarily give you an opportunity to recruit a coach. So think about invite. Now, I like to split invite into 2 things: posts and actual messages. How many of you post about the coaching opportunity? Probably very few of you. I would say that most of you post every single day about your workout, about your Shakeology, about your food, and you never even mention the fact that you're a coach and that other people can also be a coach if they want to. I like to say it like this. I see people running around my neighborhood every single day, and never once have I thought to stop one of them and say, "Hey, are you a running instructor? Can I work with you? Is there any way you can teach me how to run and get in shape?" See, if you talk all the time about your workout and don't mention the fact that you're a coach, that you help other people, guess what? People are just like, "Oh, cool, you work out. That's awesome. I love that. That's cool." But they don't know that you have a business. You have to talk about your business, okay? And then the other thing is inviting. How many of you intentionally start conversations hoping that it ends up being a coach? See, most of you start conversations, and the only thing you have going on in your head is, I'm going to try to get this person to buy a challenge pack. And you never, ever, ever even thought, what if I could get this person to be a coach? And so you're selling challenge packs because you're talking to lots of people about challenge packs, but you're not talking to people about the business. So my number 1 piece of advice would be like 5 different things, but really be intentional about recruiting. Don't limit yourself to selling challenge packs. A sale is a sale. Say, "Josh, I'm really struggling to recruit. I've gotten comfortable talking about Shakeology, about my workout programs, but talking about the business is weird and creepy." Here's the deal, guys. Selling is selling. And the coaching opportunity is just one more product that you offer. So stop thinking about the coaching opportunity as some crazy thing out here that's really hard to think of, and just bring it down. It's just one more product that we offer. So if you're talking to someone, they're like, Josh, I really want to do this and I really want to do that, but I'm short on money. Most of you are going, oh man, they don't have money. Whereas I'm going, ding, 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 short on money. They need a job. This person would make a great Beachbody coach because they're short on money. If you can't afford $150 for Shakeology, you need a freaking job. Am I right? So let's offer them a way to make some money and get a discount. Hopefully that helped. I hope I didn't over answer the question.
No, awesome. Let's see here. I have a question here. How many people do you have is there a max in your training group?
Yeah, the Art of Recruiting, I max out at 60 just so that the check-in posts don't get too ridiculous with too many people checking in. The Art of Leading, I actually max out at 25 because it is for people with larger teams. They're going to have more questions. They're going to have more needs. And so I keep that group much smaller. And then Clarity and Focus, I believe I max out at 40. And the reason for that is it's specifically for newer coaches. Even 60 people checking in every day is probably going to overwhelm a newer coach. So I try to keep it a little more intimate for newer coaches.
Okay. And when is your next Art of Recruiting group starting?
It starts the second week of May, and the signups are at my site right now. All of my groups will start at the same time. So second week of May is when they'll all kick off. The only way to register or to reserve a spot is to go to the site and actually purchase a spot. There's not really a sign up without a purchase.
Okay. Awesome. Let's see here. What's your short list for personal development books?
Oh, okay. Good one. Okay. Number one, if you're a Beachbody coach, that you need is the 10X rule. Okay. Write this down. It's by Grant Cardone. It's called the 10X rule. It will change your life. Okay. It's all about how to think. That's what the whole book is about. I mean, he talks about massive action a lot, but really massive action starts with thinking the right way. No longer making excuses. I can't quote one of his chapters because there's naughty words, but it's a really, really, really good book. It'll blow your mind. Okay. If you need help with leadership, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell is the leadership Bible. It's the #1 best-selling leadership book of all time. It has changed my life. Okay. And then another really, really good one I actually have right here next to me, Intentional Living by John Maxwell. Intentional living is just phenomenal. It just breaks down that lots and lots and lots of people have good intentions, but they're not intentionally doing anything. And you will never change your life by having good intentions. Let's throw one more book out there for people. Here's my other favorite. Good Leaders Ask Great Questions. Actually doing an 8-week mastermind on this book right now. Good Leaders Ask Great Questions just throws out the whole philosophy that leaders have all the answers and teaches you that true leadership is about asking questions and finding out what's going on inside of other people. You cannot, and this goes back to sales too, guys. You cannot help someone without knowing what they really want. And if you're trying to help people without knowing what they want, you may think you're motivating people, but what you're really doing is manipulating people. The only way to help people is to ask questions and figure out what they want in life. So there you go. You guys all just got one free teaching session for each of my favorite books.
Awesome. Can we bother you for another?
Yeah, of course. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, Mickey. I'm good. I'm solid.
Awesome.
My kids are getting ready to have reading time for like 30 minutes. So.
Oh, okay.
So I'm yours for 30 minutes.
All right. So any way to divert from the title coach? A lot of my prospects run as soon as the word is mentioned. The family and friends coach discount has helped, but I still have those that run away. It's from that word coach, and we actually have somebody else that asked similar question.
Well, I mean, and that's a great question, and I really, really wish we would get rid of the discount coach option and add something like a members discount option. That would be great. But at the end of the day, that is what it says. I personally recommend saying, if someone's thinking about signing up as a challenger, okay, great. There's 2 ways we can do this. Number one, And I see Maggie Estevez and Jake Hernandez just signed up for the Art of Recruiting. Way cool. So did Jessica Morton. Awesome. So anyways, number one, you can sign up as a challenger, and it's going to, you're not going to get any type of referral money. If one of your friends joins, you're not going to get any type of discount, and it's going to cost you this much money, whatever that is, 150, 160, whatever. Okay. Or you can sign up as our preferred customer option, in which case you will get referrals. If your friends sign up, you'll get a monthly discount. However, there is, a $15 a month fee. And when you sign up, it will call you a coach. You don't have to run challenge groups. You don't have to do anything to help people. I'll take care of all of that for you. But it's just labeled when you sign up as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So explain it to them, okay? Be upfront with people. Don't try to lie to people, Just tell them it's basically a preferred customer option, because that's really what it is. And when you sign up, it will show it as a coach. But then let them know. That doesn't mean you have to actually coach people. I'll take care of that part for you, okay? All you get to do is just get to have the discount for hanging out with us every month, basically. But I really like preferred customer. You still can't lie. You still got to let them know it's still going to show as a coach, but that doesn't mean you have to do the action of a coach. So hopefully that helps. And if people are scared still, well, some people are just going to be scared. And if you're trying to recruit someone to actually coach people, then again, explain to people what you do. Here's the deal. I'm not a health and fitness expert. The only thing that the word coach means is to help people reach their goals. And honestly, the only way I do that is by encouraging people and loving them. Can you do that? Can you encourage people? Okay. If they have questions, guess what? We have lots of people that can get the answers. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to know anything. The only thing you have to do is really care a lot about people and willing to encourage them. If you can do that, you're going to be a great coach. In fact, you're going to be better than some of the coaches that we have. Hopefully that helps.
I hope so, because that was powerful. All right. So the coach. Dun, 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 dun. Why do you feel coaches struggle with talking about the business? Like, based on your experience, like the number one reason why you think?
Number one reason is that I hear from people is I'm not a successful coach. So with the health journey, many of you have gotten to the point where you work out every day, right? You feel consistent with it. You feel confident. Even if you're not a health and fitness expert, you feel confident on your health journey. So you feel like you can possibly help people. But the business freaks you out because you see people like Megan Ewalton, who posts stuff and runs it as an ad that says stuff like this. I just paid for a brand new 4Runner with cash with the money I made from Beachbody. Would you like to join my team? And you're going, whoa, I didn't buy no brand new 4Runner with cash. So I don't know how many. Basically, you see the people that blow it up so big that you think what you have to offer is nothing. And I always ask people this. What was your life like before being a Beachbody coach? What is your life like now? People can always tell me, man, I've become so much more confident. I've become so much more happy, so much more healthy, so much more excited about life. I'm a better spouse. I'm a better parent. Now, let me ask you this. How many people in North America would pay $150 to have all of those things? If you could promise and guarantee you spend a month with me and I can help you become happier, healthier, more confident, more encouraging, like a better people would just sign up left and right. But again, it comes back to the fact that you don't believe you have something valuable to offer because you don't have a brand new 4Runner or you don't have some $1 million house or whatever. Guys, most people that signed up for this business never said, I want to make $1 million. Most people said, I want to help one person. If you can help people help one person, that's all they really care about. They want to help people. They want to have purpose and they want to have community. If you have those two things to offer, which you do, you're here tonight, right? Purpose and community, then you can sign coaches left and right, and you don't even have to talk about money if you don't want to.
You know, and just to add to that, because I think there was another question, again, similar to that, in reference to why coaches still have doubts in the business, and how to switch their way of thinking. And it goes, for me, when I take a look at that, it's confidence. It's also the fact not sharing your story, what this business has done for them. And the fact that in this business, it's very easy to go into the comparing business. You know, because I've seen that a lot, and you can't take a look at your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20.
Exactly.
But it's along the way, just sharing your journey, your before, you know, what was your life before, what was like after, and then you start attracting those people. So,
and can I add one thing to that? Sure. You know, you talked about the comparison game. And some of the reason, man, you guys are signing up left and right for my groups. This is awesome. I'm excited to spend May with like your whole team. One of the reasons we struggle with confidence and comparison is because most of us follow hundreds of Beachbody coaches, and we follow all of our favorite, most successful Beachbody coaches. And we say, well, I've got nothing to offer because Amy Silverman has this. Or, you know, whoever, Melissa McAllister has this. What you don't know or don't realize is none of your friends and followers follow any of those people and have any idea. They're not comparing you to Melissa McAllister. Do you know who they're comparing you to? They're comparing you to themselves. And when they look at you, and this is why your selfies are even valuable. When they look at you, they're going, does that person have something that I don't? If so, I want it. They're not saying, does that person have something Melissa McAllister doesn't? They're saying, does that person have something that I don't? And if you have something that they don't, man, they're on board. So stop comparing yourself, okay? Quit it. It's bad. If I compared myself to John Maxwell, I wouldn't have a single speaking engagement because the dude blows my mind, okay?
Okay, let me just see. I think I don't see any more questions. No. Any other comments or comments, guys? Doesn't necessarily have to be a question. How about this? I have a question for you guys. You know, clearly, like, I'm a firm believer that when we get on these type of calls, when we go to Super Saturdays, when we go to Summit, that we walk out being a different person. Because you can't walk into a call or an event and then leave the same person that walked in. So I guess my question to you is now, since 8 o'clock, since an hour ago, what has changed in your mindset? Because something had to change. With all these comments here, how about we give our guy here, Josh, some feedback? Because I'm sure he'll feed off of that, because I know I do.
For sure. I would love that.
Belief. The call made you emotional. Be more confident. I am a rock star.
Yes, I love it.
I will go out there more confident about the coach opportunity. I'm a rock star. Be intentional. It's about a belief. I believe in myself. Confidence. Recruit with intention. I'm a superstar coach. Oh, I need to do speed reading here. Go, hold up a second. I just realized I've been holding back of what my parents want me to be. Angela, that's powerful.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, that's powerful. It's believing in yourself, not comparing yourself to the bigger coaches. You know, guys, as I'm reading your comments here really quickly, I you know, and Josh, you know, mentioned the fact about, you know, comparing yourself to the top coaches. It came a point in my coaching career that I just stopped following top coaches. I did. I just stopped. I said, you know what? I'm Mickey Fernandez. That's who I am. Yeah. And that's who I'm going to sell.
Yeah.
Because I can't be anyone else. And I'll give you a piece of advice that was given to me years ago in my prior career. In my prior career, my old manager said, I was going through a training program, and I remember him telling me, he says, Mickey, you're going to be working with different managers throughout the next 12 months. I just want you to just absorb and learn from all these managers. And then I want you to take a little bit what everybody's doing, and then you're going to create your own style, because you can't be someone that you're not. You're not that person, but you can learn from these people. Same thing with top coaches or leaders within Team Eagle. You learn from us, and then what you do is then you turn that into who you are. Alexa, you're Alexa. You can't be Christina. Yeah. That's not your DNA. You weren't created to be Christina. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
I love it. I love it, Mickey. I love your energy. I love it.
I love this one, Josh. Look, Josh brought back that I have to be as passionate about action as I was when I began.
That's good. That's good.
Your heart is on fire. I love it. Smile big in the selfies. Show my worth, power, and happiness. Not being afraid to share my story. Your story has purpose, Jenny. And I will be intentional. I'll be a wholesome coach. I am my own competition. Amen.
So good.
We do have. Awesome.
You guys are hearing better things than I'm saying. I love it. I love it.
I love this here. I'm working on a post right now for the business about how I want to add value to other people's lives.
That's good. That's good.
This is awesome, guys. Thank you. Look at this. Something happened at work today that made me cry, and this call just blew my mind and woke me up.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. This is beautiful. Yep. And the longer I am a coach, the brighter my light shines from the constant, repetitive, emotional experiences. Amen. Woo. Oh, are you seeing the chat too?
Yeah. I'm trying to read them all. It's good stuff. It's great. I love it.
We want Josh back. We are lit. So now, guys, it's so the next step. Clearly, Josh gave us all an assignment, and clearly, the first assignment is to stay connected. Stay connected on the team calls on Super Saturdays. The more you're connected, the more on fire you're going to come out. I mean, that's how this team was built. This team was built on a fit club, and you can't get that feeling, behind a computer. You just can't. We're in the people helping people business.
Oh no.
We need to have that human touch. And so when we have that human touch, all kinds of emotions just they set on fire. So what was the next thing? Our homework number 2 is personal development every day, positive affirmations. Personal development is the workout for our mindset. We always hear about the 3 vital behaviors, and you can do 1, 2, and 4 since we have a 4th one now. But that 3rd one, can someone please stop sharing their screen? Thank you very much. Because now I can't see Josh. I don't know who that is. But personal development is a non-negotiable. It's a non-negotiable, guys. It is the workout for our mindset, and we all know that the mindset is the hardest muscle to transform. So we got to make sure we do that every day, like you brush your teeth. I hope you're brushing your teeth every day. Anywho, so anything else before we let Josh go back to his beautiful family?
Everyone make sure and come find me and friend me up on Facebook, okay? Obviously, you know my name. Find me on Instagram as Legacy Leadership Tulsa. Come find me and let's chat more.
Yes, and yes, they're saying, can he be on the next Super Saturday? Josh and I have already spoken about that, and he's booked for the rest of this year. Yeah, we met him a little bit too late in the game, but that's okay because 2017 is right around the corner, and hopefully he will put us on his calendar.
I would love to. I mean, after filling up 8 pages for me, how can I not come to New York to see you?
Awesome. All right, so we're going to take a picture, right?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. All right, where is Josh the man. Where's Josh? Which page is he on? I just lost him. Audrey, do you see him?
I don't know, but somebody's got the game going, man. What game is on tonight? It's a rowdy game, whatever it is. Like some UFC or something.
I always forget this. It's Command
Shift 4.
Command Shift 4?
Command Shift 4, and then you can draw a square around whatever you want.
Oh, no, I'm going to teach you a trick now, Josh.
Okay.
It's Command Shift. Listen to this. Watch. Be quiet. Watch. Ha! You heard that?
I heard it. What'd you hit?
I did Command Shift and 3.
Okay. Does that just take a whole screenshot?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to draw the square because I don't like all the background stuff of my computer in the picture.
I don't think it's going to come out because I have it in the full screen.
Oh, see, I don't have mine in the full screen. See, I'm the failure here. I'm the failure.
I taught Josh something today.
I love it. I'm taking notes from Nikki. Taking notes.
Look at Nikki teaching something. There's history to this, Josh. There's history to this.
Hey, I learn every single time I hop on the phone with somebody, so it's
awesome.
Good.
So guys, if you can just all look at the screen and just give me the pearly whites. And I'm going to keep going to each page, okay? Ready? 1, 2, cheese. All right, that's page number 1. Page number 2. Page number 3.
Remember, I can tell by your selfie.
Número 4. Hello. There you go. Okay. You think Josh knows I'm a character by now? And last one. All right. All pictures have been taken. Joshua, I can't thank you enough. And, Audrey, thank you so much for taking the lead and inviting Josh to our call tonight. And we are, I'm just forever grateful. So, Audrey, I don't know if you have some last words that you'd like to share before we let Joshua go.
I think most of my personally sponsored coaches are buying this program.
Way cool.
So, thank you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much. I really do.
All right. So we are, and Joshua, you're free if you want to say, but we just want to announce we had a Push to Diamond challenge. It was a 6-week challenge that we had, and we are ready to announce the winners of the challenge. This is awesome. All right. Ready? Don't you want to know? All right. So everyone that met the qualifications in this challenge, all their names were going to be entered into a raffle to win an iPad mini. And so here's the great news, guys. So we had 13 coaches that qualified in the push. So we have 13 winners. Yay! And the great news is that all 13 are going to qualify for the iPad mini. So we don't have to put it in a raffle. But wait, there's more. So now we're going to actually put all 13 names in a raffle so that one person is going to win a 1-hour session with Girl Boss Graphics that's going to help you identify who your avatar is, your branding, and also create your own logo. Yeah, is that exciting or what? All right, so before the call, I have my little thing here. I put everybody's name in here. So we're ready? Oh, okay, the first winner is Jenny Cordo. Jenny, you see your name here? Congratulations, Jenny. I'm putting your name right in here because you are the winner of the iPad, but we're going to put you in the raffle for the Girl Boss session. Next, we have Imani Busby. Congratulations, Imani. There you go. In the bucket. Number 3, we have Maggie Estevez. Congratulations, Maggie. In the bucket. fun. We have Natalie Rodriguez. Congratulations, Natalie, in the bucket.
Come on, go look inside.
And next we have Kerry Mazzeo. Congratulations, Kerry. Woohoo!
Yes, some good.
Next we have Ashley Salvatore. Congratulations, Ashley. We have Gabriela Barber. Congratulations, Gabriela.
Yeah, good idea, Mom.
Where'd you get it?
Morgan Hyman. Congratulations, Morgan. Congratulations. And Tony Smith. Congratulations, Tony.
Here, Mom.
And we have Catherine Nichols. Congratulations. And if you guys can please mute your line so that I'm not talking over your voice. Congratulations, Irma Rodriguez. Congratulations, in the bucket. And Claudia Cost. Congratulations, Claudia, in the bucket. Congratulations. And we have Monica Nina, last push winner. Congratulations to all the push winners. So we will be getting in contact with you so that we can get your mailing address and we can get your iPad shipped to you. So now, drum roll please, because now I should get Mama Dukes to pick out the name. Ma! Hold up a second.
Give me a little drum roll.
Let me get my little old lady.
Okay,
Did you see the video I made with her today? She's so cute. Hold on a second. Okay, mami, ven acá. Estamos rifando a una de las muchachas. No, a usted no, mami.
A mí no me van a rifar, ¿no?
No, a usted no la vamos a
Esta
rifar.
muñeca no puede porque no tiene precio.
She said, okay, for those of you that don't speak Spanish, she said, you can't raffle me off because I don't have a price. She's too cute. She goes, who's that man? Who's that man laughing? Josh, my mom is like the mascot of Team Eagle. Okay.
Oh, I love it. She's
Wow.
amazing.
Coge el nombre. ¿Quién ganó? Oh, Ashley Salvatore. Ashley won the hour session with Girl Boss Graphics. Awesome. Thank you, Mommy. Gracias.
¿Qué se ganó?
¿Qué se ganó?
Déjeme dar algo.
No le va a dar nada a usted, Mommy. She's like, what did she win? Maybe she'll give me something. No, Mom, she's not going to give you anything. She's too cute.
Y ya te dejo casi ahí.
Mami, shh. Ok, ya, Mami.
Ya, mi amor.
Ya.
Ya otro día, otro para molestarme. ¿Verdad? Lo que necesito un pescozón.
I should have never called her.
Y yo queriendo era que le viera la puerta esa él.
But you know what, guys? This is my life. This is who I am. So what can I tell you? Embrace it. It is what it is. Guys, congratulations to all the winners. I'm so excited for all of you. I don't know. Is Ashley on the call? I don't know that I saw her, but if not, she will get a call. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for staying on the call, an hour and a half. This is beautiful. So you guys go out there and go look up Josh Coates. He's a good guy. Go look him up on his website. Seriously, guys. It's a game changer. This is an investment for your business. And, you know, as who is it that says that? You know, if you don't have the money right now to invest in his services, think of it as a pair of shoes, ladies. Come on now. You know, we do whatever, you know, to look cute in that outfit or those shoes. What's that going to do for you? But this will, you'll be able to buy more shoes. You know what I mean? So, all right. I think we're done for tonight. Thank you. Love you guys. And I'm looking forward, which, by the way, I know that after tonight's call, we are next Monday going to be a 10,000 team, okay? Because we are almost there. And after tonight, I don't see why not. So, peace out. Deuces. I love you guys. See you in the field. Good night, guys.
Night, guys.
Good night.